Like and subscribe to get more content of your favorite subreddit. Am I the asshole for making something difficult for my son about myself? I had a son 18 years ago. My husband at the time pressured me into having a child despite knowing that I never wanted children. He then passed away in an accident and I was left alone with a child that I knew I could never care for like he deserved. I gave him up when he was a year old. I've tried my best to not think about him and have been living. I remarried and am alright. Well, he recently reached out and made it very clear he wasn't interested in a relationship. We met at a restaurant and he seemed very defensive and there was quite a lot of tension. He asked me a couple questions about certain mental illnesses running in the family and I answered all of them. While I was getting ready to leave, I asked him if he goes to college, university, just to get rid of some tension. He said he does and he even got a volleyball scholarship. I was a volleyball player too and got a scholarship for the same school. I told him what I mentioned. Called it a cool coincidence. He rolled his eyes at me and said, "It isn't a coincidence if you're my biological mother." Quote, I didn't know what to say to that. He continued, "What? Is it too much for you to handle? I'm sorry for having something in common with you. My actual mother. My bad for being born." Quote, I said I was sorry but he kept rolling his eyes. I began to feel overwhelmed and I know this isn't fair for me to say. But he was beginning to remind me of his father and I ended up saying, "Look, I'm sorry but I never wanted to be a mother. You're allowed to be angry but please understand that I was forced into having a child I never wanted." Quote, he went way to play the victim before storming off. Safe to say, I feel terrible. The only people who know about this are my mother and sister and even they said that I was only thinking about myself in that moment and I shouldn't have brought up anything and just answered his questions. They said that I made it about myself when it's clear that the kid was having a hard time facing me already. My sister even implied that I was a little self-centered. Maybe this isn't the best place to ask but I'm too ashamed to talk about this to anyone else. My sister also said it wouldn't hurt. Am I the asshole? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more content of your favorite subreddit.